A good day. How's your go? How's your day's going? And also pretty much like, I just even feel a bit kind of a bit woozy from all my own attempts. But anyway, and so like I also feeling pretty okay, confounded just because there's a conversation that I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable. There's a conversation that I feel so uncomfortable, so I don't even feel like what to do, or maybe I just try to use a song to just, alleviate a bit my concerns. I think maybe if I'm actually feeling so miserable enough for being a punching bag for, my ungrateful manager, then, maybe a song or two just try to alleviate my own concerns right now. I'm definitely okay. But just because I'm actually feeling so in distress, just because, well, you could even surely guess, I was simply dragged by my own manager to to do some of her stuff, which is nothing funny at all. Nothing funny at all. And to be fair, I also shouldn't even just try to use a song. Wait, I missed Friday? No! I haven't even have a stream on Friday, or maybe I misconfigured the whole streams and stuff on that, or did you mean the whole thing on social media or something? Well, then pretty much it also boils down to my own personal schedule, which is nowadays, just even gets so damn hectic as freak. Nah, I would not stream on Friday. I stream on Sunday. Wait, my schedule? What do you mean? What do you mean by my schedule? Nope. I didn't have anything to say that I was gonna stream on Friday. So maybe you have been mistaken. Such is life. So maybe I should actually just try to get started with this. Wait, what the heck? I haven't even tried to think of this, and also, and for the meanwhile, then, just gonna call up a screen. Just getting the action already. Just, no more chit-chat. Just enough matter, and then I was just gonna start from scratch or so. Now I just even simply hope that this is gonna make me forget about that stressful convo I just have earlier. Wait, no! I think this is for GST time. I mean, like, for Japanese audience, not you. Why do you actually just try to think so? Oh, and also just even so happened that I don't even know like how did I actually wound up on a racing day. But first, just greet my hubby for a bit and then ready to go do anything else. If you actually mean the time, then remember that I'm actually behind Japan like by 2 hours, so I don't even think, I mean not actually me, but my manager, like she said she's behind she's behind this proposed GST times by about 2 hours, so I think just blame her and everything like that. And also, wait, what? So how come can I actually not even able to just try to harvest stuff by hand? Haha, shit, this is pretty much like why this actually comes in the first place. But also, whoa, shit, oh my god, I completely forgot I haven't even tried to upgrade my site yet, or Sickle, or whatever that thing is called. Nope! Why do you always think that I have a schedule on Friday? Why? Just even don't even fall with that stupid mistake. I clearly labeled that I will stream on a Sunday. If you actually really don't even want to just try to go through this bullshit. Wait, my schedule? When? Where? Where the freak? Oh my god. See? Let me see that. But I said on next, I don't even have a stream on Friday. It just even simply says something, a blurb. A funny bunny blur, like, oh my god. I cannot even just try to take it. Why you actually just try to think that you just misinterpreted it? A time? Please, I label every just because the schedule template I'm using JST. I have to label it on JST also, like, well, yeah, for example, my manager is on GMT +7 and Japan is on GST GMT +9. Then I think pretty much like she also have to try to label her stream like 2 hours later. Yup. Haven't you actually know something and one thing or two about time zones and also their difference? My manager actually did all these, so yeah, if you actually want anything, just try to talk to her. But I don't think that we can actually talk to her now because she's extremely busy with her stuff. Wait, so what do you mean? I think I'm legitimately confused. So yeah, just come clean and I forgive you. Yep, I always do that. But for some reason, like I don't even know like why you guys actually think that I'm intending to stream on a Friday this week. Even though, yeah, just even take a look closer and then it said that I actually stream on a Sunday. Just a regular Sunday. Shit! Oh my god! What a fucking mistake I make! I completely forgot to erase the time in that. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, just time to whip out my own anxiety. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I simply don't even know like what are the odds of me just trying to completely forget about stuff on a simple Friday. I legitimately got scared or even got surprised with that one. Like, I just even simply wish that my manager isn't even so absent-minded just because like, yeah, she has been dying just because like her college asked her to do some very random work. Like, I mean, not exactly random, but I don't think that she actually need to do that. Well, at least that she actually don't even want to do that just because, well, it ain't even fun. But since it's life or death for her, so yeah. She's completely forced into that, with no way to escape. Wait, so I don't even know, like, why? Nice. But I don't even know, like, how cannot I actually just, well, you know. Yeah, for some reason that for this session, I cannot even just try to, interact with stuff using my right key. And I thought, wait, what? Extra ore? I really appreciate that, but yeah, maybe for another time. And also, just sort of check what the day is it. Oh, okay. I think pretty much like I also need to milk my own ibex, but damn. Yeah, for some reason I accidentally mistake the whole... Yeah, I mistake ibex milk. Yeah, I mean I mistake the whole milk bucket. The whole milking bucket for... Well... Yeah, the water bucket and milk bucket. Yeah, there are 2 buckets in my inventory, so I cannot even try to do it. And what still, yeah, it's always a mission for me to do the race. And also, yeah, that's what I actually am, yeah, regardless. So, yeah, how was your day? This is getting me kind of... Oh, and also, yeah, before we can actually get into the race proper, then, yeah, just practice with it. What? A bunny suit version of me? What do you think? Like, why do you actually think that I need a bunny suit version of myself? Nice. So, pretty much like every single time, I just really want to win every race, even though in this game I'm married to a person who actually is known for like, yeah, he has a very nasty competitive streak. I would look in a bunny suit. Yeah. Maybe unless that someone actually asks me in a reverse bunny suit, which is, yeah, no for me. What? But to be fair, this is just, yeah, practicing a race alone. It just only feel like, yeah, it just even simply me with my ostrich and then running with no one around. This is just even simply like, I know that this is just a practice, but if this is an actual race, then I think, yeah, this is kind of dog. This is kind of dog. Yeah, if I mean dog, then I mean Rick. But at least it actually provides me a chance to, well, you know, memorizing most of the race myself. And oh, you actually asked me that if I actually look cute in the bodysuit just because, well, you know, yeah, my in-game avatar has a bunny on her head. Well, not first. Yeah, not first in the actual race. Like, who knows if I'm gonna be first in the actual race. So, yeah, what I just did is, yeah, racing practice, just because, yeah, I'm just kind of suck at this kind of, yeah, racing, just because, well, yeah, the other racers sometimes just started observing, and so, yeah, one of the participants is just like, yeah, my fucking husband. About this. Wow. While you might think that racing with my husband is one of the best honor, but pretty much like, yeah, me having a competitive streak, my hubby also have a competitive streak. Yeah, that's the reason why it's simply a match made in heaven. Made in heaven. Is that even simply a full MF and JoJo reference? Yeah, thankfully, I simply actually know how to do myself with an ostrich just to run even faster than my initial pig mount. I mean, like, boar mount. Yeah, I completely forgot that we cannot even get pigs in this game until much later on, because since it's the Stone Age, then we haven't even domesticated pigs yet from boars or whatever animals are precursors to modern day pigs. Nice! And also, just as I said, yeah, after some blood and sweat invest to practicing the race, then pretty much like, I always actually get myself first. What? You get JoJo reference? Oh, okay. Well, so why can't you actually get some JoJo reference? So, either way, I also should. Okay, just dance to celebrate. Yeah, dancing to celebrate me winning the race, even though, yeah, practically you can actually dance with everyone in the game. Everyone in this game, provided you actually reach a certain amount of friendship with them. Yeah, so if you mean friendship in this game, then okay, yeah, just even let me use Crow as an example. Yeah, see those flowers? Yeah, these flowers. I mean, like, yeah, for Crow, I currently have like 2 flowers. So the more flowers you have, then the more friendship then the friendlier you are with that particular person. Yeah, everyone have a different dancing motion, so I think pretty much like once I actually able to get into it, like get in everyone to the required amount of flowers to dance, then I would just try to spend the whole days dancing with everyone, even including my husband. Yeah, it is similar to how hearts work in Stardew and other farming sim games. What? Oh my god! There's even an anime for that? Are you kidding with me? No, I haven't even seen that, but why? Like, there's even literally an anime for almost everything else on hand, which is kind of wild the way you actually try to think about that. But anyway, just try to transfer the whole... Ah! Shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why the fuck I actually left my tomatoes out there? Ew! Why did I left my tomatoes down there? Yeah, from left. Yeah, maybe nothing, but for now... Yeah. This is just as weird, or even one of the worst thing that I haven't even tried to get here. Yeah. Then Josie would definitely so good at that. Yeah, it's so stupid being max to the lowest in a second. What do you mean? Nice. Loves it so much that it actually overflow. It's over 9,000! Second bar? Yeah, I think this is kind of like, well, to be honest, that's a spoiler in Terraria, so... But if you actually want me to come clean, then yeah, there you go. Yeah, in Terraria, then at first you actually get like, yeah, 400 health points from consuming life crystals. But as soon as you actually defeat a certain hard mode boss, then you will actually be able to get like at least like around 500 hit points from eating additional life fruits. Where yeah, instead of giving 200 maximum health, then life fruits is gonna increase like to 20 maximum health each. So yeah, since I haven't even reached that point in Terraria yet, so I cannot even try to say it for sure. And also, speaking of Terraria, then pretty much like, nah, I just run out of stuff to do. Nah, I'm just even simply running out of stuff to do within the game. Like, before I can actually get into the underworld and, yeah, face the final thing before I can actually just try to comfortably face hard mode. So to any Lillian who played this game, they're pretty much like, nah, I would also simply like to play in multiplayer with you guys once, even though it's just kind of redundant on the path that I think it's gonna be, or whatever it is, but also at the same time, man, I always seem to get my own inventory being so freaking full that I don't even simply know like what to do for. Yeah, you know what? I also don't even know what either. Nice! But, well, yeah, what's the cost of me just try doing this thing? It looks like Noita, but for me, like most comparison I have seen regarding Terraria is that people are just gonna say like it's 2D Minecraft, like Minecraft, but it's like, but the perspective is Mario Bros. I mean, Super Mario Bros. Or any games that should come after it, or even, yeah, Minecraft with the perspective, with the perspective of a platformer game, and also with a lot of attitudes to boot. Also, yeah, my manager also said her, yeah, and also can I actually tell something about my manager at her interaction when asking someone about Terraria or even gaming in general? Yeah, so long story short is that while in college, she actually asked one of her lecturer if he plays Terraria. Then he said that he did play Terraria, but for some reason he actually quit before he can actually get into 1 hour of gameplay with it. Just because for the simple fact that, well, you know, he actually quit at that point. And pretty much I also just really need to humbly guess that, yeah, maybe he got so scared of the prospect of. Let's just even take it simply. Let it take it simply that, well, yeah, in Minecraft I think like in the early game you only have like two major threats to deal with, like, yeah, the zombies and the skeletons. I mean, like it's gonna depend on the biome you're gonna have, or the biome you're gonna start in or build a home in. But in general, like you would only get like you would only get zombies, and you would only simply get zombies and skeletons as your major threat in early game. But in early game Terraria, there are hacking tons of enemies or hostile mobs you have to deal with. What? You weren't gonna play Terraria while I'm listening to you? Then, yeah, I think pretty much like good luck on trying to finding yourself in the early game, unless I'm open to teaching you how to play the game properly. Because one thing important while playing Terraria or any other survival sandbox game is that, don't die. That's the rule of thumb. Or should I just try to phrase it even more better than that? I would actually just even try to prefer, yeah, for example, like, Yeah, remember remember those streams I made in my early career where, yeah, I frequently die while traversing the corruption? Yeah, yeah, since, like, in Terraria there's a concept of corrupt, like, evil biomes with a lot of hostile beings around, and pretty much, like, yeah, that's the reason why people don't even, yeah, as with Minecraft, people don't pretty much, like, they prefer don't want to go explore during the early game until they actually get better means for survival. People die when they are killed. Are you just being sarcastic on the whole intention of my own convo regarding Terraria? And please, I don't even know, like, whether we can actually just try to do whether we can actually do PvP in Terraria, or I mean, like, both Terraria and Minecraft or not. I mean, yeah, probably we can, but since I haven't even played multiplayer on either game, so I cannot even tell if I have involved in PvP in these games as well. What? It's a meme from where? I don't even, I'm just even kind of not knowledgeable in anime stuff, too. That's just even I know that. Tracking race? Bay, if Voda said that she's gonna set up a tracking race, but wait, what tracking race? I don't even seem to get on a lot of. I cannot even try to get what my fellow clans people are up to. my lord, if they decided, so whatever idea they're having, pretty much, like, I just guess that, well, unless that they have my own hand in it, then these ideas would maybe not be able to come into fruition or whatever. And also speaking of anime, I also just, yeah, for a while back, someone asked about which character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure they should do a cosplay of. That pretty much, like, I just chime in and then just say, yeah, do a Pucci cosplays because, yeah. But if I really actually want to say my intention on seeing them doing a Pucci cosplays, then I bet that pretty much, like, this is just gonna get me bonk on every single platform ever. So yeah, now I should keep myself PG at all cost. Or 16 years enough, because even 16 years old might actually feel repulsive on what I actually mean with what agenda. But hey, I'm not even mean any harm to anyone else here. So. And also, speaking of cosplay, then if you actually get a chance to do so, then pretty much, like, who's you gonna choose? Or, if possible, then pretty much you just try to kit bash almost literally anything to make a decent cosplay. Yeah, for example, my manager said that she really wants to cosplay Sebastian from Stardew Valley using entirely old-fashioned clothing, apparel, or, yeah, whatever those pieces that construct an outfit is called. But I don't even know, like, how well could she actually pull off a cosplay of someone of the opposite gender as her. But I should even simply guess that this should be doable, unless that her long hair is a glaring issue with that. Yeah. And also, I think that there are mods for long hair Sebastian out there, so I guess that, yeah, this definitely would not even defeat the whole point there. Oh shit. I just usually don't even know that. Nice! What? Oh my god! Yeah, she has long hair. But the reason why she actually grow her hair long is actually something kind of personal, but it's just, yeah, let me just try to say it. Okay? I completely forgot what actually I mean to say regarding this, but in short, she really wants to emulate my own Oshi, so that's the reason why she wants to have long hair. And my man, God, I completely forget what actually I even intending to do. Why? I said I'm just gonna go straight to the caves, and now it's almost noon and I haven't even go to the caves yet. No, not very long. I mean, by long I think it's like back length. Hey, and also, yeah, continue with the whole caves ordeal here. Or, oh my god, I completely forget that I haven't even upgraded my site yet to clear up that mess by the glyptodons, so yeah, I'm just gonna hit the blacksmith and then just try to get and then run away. Leave my tool there. Just let her do the rest for me while I'm just trying to running around fritter with my own stuff. Or maybe just try to sort out my own inventory before I can actually properly set out and, yeah, you know, do the whole highlight of the stream. Or this playthrough, to be exact. So how do you actually think that she have very long hair, even though she said that the reason why... already said the reason why she actually have long hair in the first place. And oh, damn. Like, why do we even simply have wild eggplants here, even though almost everything in our cupboard is just, well, at least copper quality. Oh my god, now I could not even just try to comprehend the whole reality of most stuff. Nice. But for some reason, like, I just kind of simply have a lot of, yeah, mushrooms overdosing. Ho? Oh ho! Insert it. I strangely remember that. Yeah, once my manager tried to do something very crazy, but wait. Okay, that's not actually what I meant with that. And also, wait, wowzers, I haven't even detract myself a lot from what I'm intending to do. Man, if I just don't intend to do one thing, then I'm most likely to forego the other. Yeah, that's the reason why my manager said that she had been... maybe actually got the whole thing from skinwalking inside my manager for some ungodly reason there are. Well, okay, let me just even check if there's any filth inside there. Nah, no. Just try to spend the whole lifetime just trying to pickle some eggs. Would you just even try to? And also, I also simply need to just try to brag too. I also really just try to brag to how much contribution point I have. I mean, this is pretty much like, this is not much compared to what we can actually earn in Stardew, or... yeah. But for now, it's quite a lot. And do you even think that's silly for me to just try to brag about money? Nice! Yeah. Just because of the reason why I actually have some practical use for money in other farming sims, that's the reason why I usually don't even brag about them in farming sims or even similar games as a result. Yeah, I think this is kind of relatable. To the very least. Insert it. And I cannot just even try to think of how really, really weird this is just gonna be like this. Wow. Oh. And also... Have you ever tried something? Have you ever do something zany that that you simply forgot by the next morning or not? But wait, this is just simply a catch-22. Like, for example, you remember that you thought that you have to X, but unfortunately you completely forgot about that. But I don't even simply know what I simply mean with catch-22 in this situation, or maybe I'm just gonna wing. I'm just gonna do a proscribed meaning of that word. Kind of like that. And also for some reason, like, occasionally while I was drinking tea, then occasionally I also just started getting so freaking high that I cannot even know like what am I actually doing during that moment. And also, oh shit, I completely forgot that the map actually exists. Completely forgot, and also completely don't even know what's just gonna happen with the whole thing. And also, yeah, just try to view the tools. Oh shit! Oh shit! That means that I'm just gonna try to cut the nearby tree. Yeah, but what I mean with this, yeah, well, if I just want to upgrade my sickle to a copper tire 1, then I need 25 pieces of hardwood. But I'm gonna get like 20 pieces of hardwood for now. So yeah. It's just gonna give me an excuse to, well, you know, just chop down another tree. Even though some of you might actually feel guilty about that, but hey, at least the tree in this game is renewable. Nice! Yeah, definitely this should be the case, but I also really need to just try to wait like 2 damn days for it to be done. So yeah, I think like someone have a different reaction to the same kind of drink. Like for example, yeah, some people might actually be indifferent toward milk, but some people might actually feel strong after drinking milk. I don't even simply know why. And also the same applies to tea, but I think in the case of tea, I think that's justified because, you know, tea is a stimulant. I mean, not exactly like tea is a stimulant itself, but one of the components, one of the active ingredients in tea is a stimulant. Like, yeah, tea containing caffeine, that's why, yeah, and caffeine is a stimulant. Good. I also simply just try to guess why some people might actually get feeling so stoned from my feeling stoned from drinking my feeling so stoned or intoxicated from drinking certain drinks, but not in others. Even though, yeah, the drink themselves is not, even when the drink itself is not like, you know, alcoholic drinks itself. Also, the same also applies to some food, which is the reason why we have the trope orgasmically delicious on TV tropes itself. Even though I don't even guess I cannot even just try to get the whole point of people getting orgasm like feelings from eating food. Damn. Yeah. Just as with the passage of the time, I simply cannot even know like what am I actually doing with this. What? What do you actually simply mean with this? Oh my god. Since I actually have a lot of stuff in my own inventory in hand, like, yeah. Just look at this. Like, yeah, for now I only have like 3 inventory spot being usable here. Like, I mean like being empty here. So almost every other slot is occupied by, yeah, random stuff that I gather over time, which is the reason why. No, I just even want, yeah, the reason where, that's simply the reason why efficient, I completely forgot. But I also really need to optimize my inventory or storage even more. Why does slides kill bunnies? I don't even know, but pretty much like due to how the game physics actually works. So yeah, even such a simple thing like a zombie or or a slime can actually kill bunnies or almost any other mobile mobs. Like yeah. So I think that pretty much like bunnies are not the only thing killed by them. If you were playing on a rainy day, then you might see goldfish with legs running around, kind of like sort of like Darwin from the Amazing Adventures of Gumball. Yeah, goldfish with legs, Darwin style, and they're moving around in the environment during rainy days. And then just like rabbits, they are so very, very, very easy to get killed. Which is the reason why, yeah, even if rainy days might be disadvantages for me in Stardew, but I really actually appreciate the whole bizarre events in Terraria rainy days. And also, yeah, which point in the game have you been? Fairly early game or somewhere else? Or at some other point? I should humbly guess that you're still in the early game. Well, yeah, just as I predict. Then I think pretty much like the only Now, should I actually just try to lend you some advice? Well, yeah. Just so you follow these simple steps. If you don't know how to build a house, then the easiest you can actually get into a house you can get in terms of adequate housing is that, well, just even build a whole cube, just even build a whole box out of dirt or wood, out of whatever material you have on hand. In the early game, I think pretty much like all you're gonna get in plenty is dirt and wood. So yeah, just take advantages of that. And also another rule of thumb is that, well, just even don't chop up the trees entirely. Because why? Well, I don't even know how to say this for now, but I think if you leave the stump of the trees be, then it's just gonna benefit you in the long term. And if you actually really want to, then pretty much I should also try to give you some idea on how a basic house looks like. Walls don't stop enemies, so yeah, just build a door. I think like pretty much like in the early game that there's no threat to doors. Yeah, doors. Okay, let me just try to look up for housing guides in this. Oh, let me wait for me a bit. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. So I think this is pretty much like the basic idea on how a house should look like. Oh, sorry for it being too small, so I should even try to enlarge it to cover the whole screen. So yeah, I think pretty much like this is a bare minimum for how you are designing a house. So just surround an NPC with doors, place a torch, place a table, place a chair, or alternatively for a table, place a working bench, and also lastly place a door. Then voila, you have a house. Just follow these, pretty much like that's what I actually did at the beginning of the game. Anyways. Yeah, they are wooden walls, so yeah, as long as you have wood on hand, then you could actually craft as many wooden walls and wooden items as you wish. But just be careful. And just be careful to not go overkill, or else you're just gonna run out of materials at later period or later time. Yeah. But if you're gonna build a house for an NPC as well, then there are some other requirements as well on top of that. Nice. Nah, I just used to even though it make any sense. Like, I just spent the whole entirety of yesterday doing my own stuff, while I'm just trying to be such a silly goober that I cannot even just try to function on myself. So yeah, radio. Just you tell me if your plans if my advice succeed or not, and if not, then pretty much I also have to devise a plan B. But what's the plan B? Well, I cannot even disclose for now, because it's all parts of a secret that I am currently having. Yeah, plan B for housing, like, well, since in Terraria and Minecraft, housing is like one of the main concerns for a player trying to survive in their first few nights. So yeah, if you cannot even build even just a basic house, then I think pretty much like, yeah, I'm just gonna troubleshoot that for you. Because to be fair, yeah, occasionally I also just try to meet, yeah, and so like, occasionally I also encounter an issue where a house I was building was missing some walls, so it actually took me quite a while to figure out what's wrong with my own construction. So yeah, I guess there's that. Yeah, of course. While we actually try to detract it from the whole main focus of the stream, just because I have forgot to upgrade my own coppers. I have forgot to upgrade my own sickle, and I actually really need a sickle to progress forward in the caves here. I'm such a total goose. Oh shit. Wait, what? So why? Like, why did I actually milk? I thought that the all rot is going to produce milk. I just thought that they are going to produce she's going to produce milk on a Sunday, but it turned out like I milk her on a... Wait, what? I don't even have a mount to call. Wait, what the heck? I have a mount, but why? I cannot even just try to figure out this logic, this troll logic here. So, as Inferno is gonna go, then oh shit, I actually destroyed my own pathway. Oh shit, that's not good. And also, well, this is just as insane as it's gonna go. Well, maybe just try to destroy a piece of a fencing here. Fencing, not a gate. My god. And also, wait, damn it. Damn it! They actually leave one of my animals outside! Oh my god! And also, yeah, here's my mount. Yeah, let's just ride. And I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride to the blood red and moonlit sky. And I'm gonna ride to hell. I never even just able to forgive myself just because I'm saying I'm gonna ride to hell here. And I'm gonna ride. And I'm gonna ride to the bright bullet moonlit sky. And I'm gonna ride to hell. Oh my god. But so, hey! Yeah, so at least with trading, pretty much like I just gonna free up some of my own random excess. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, another time. I also simply need like what she's gonna need, like what's in the demand for trading. Pickle, egg, shell. What the heck? Like, hey, Hey, ma'am! Like, how can you actually try to do it? How can you just try to place these stuff in the man, even though... And that's just even make as much context as it's gonna be. That also requires me yet another trip to the beach. I just even hope that this is gonna work. But hey! At least for today, I'm gonna have like two of the land traders around, so I could actually just try to unload the stuff that I don't even need to them, just to free up some of my baggage. And so, yeah, how's your housing attempt? No. 8 doors? What do you mean? Why? Why are you actually just trying to do it for a darn 8 doors? Like, wait, so what were you building? Like, how did you actually end up with 8 doors? Did you just accidentally misplace a block and then it just only end up like 8 doors or so? I simply don't even understand, like, why can you actually make such a mistake? I mean, yeah, if you actually really want to do some effective housing, then pretty much like, yeah, most housing setup in Terraria only like have like 1 door each, or 2 doors if you actually want 2-way exits. What? Clicking the door in crafting, I think, yeah. So how many wood did you actually gather in the first place? And also you have to check like if you're gonna have enough. So wait, I mean that whenever you want to craft something, then you have to just try to count, just try to see like how much materials they're gonna cost. So yeah, just in order to prepare for that. Yeah, so the way how you're gonna craft stuff in Terraria is just like kind of like how you're gonna do it in Minecraft. Like, you just try to get enough materials and craft it, then just place it in your inventory. But yeah, and also like kind of like Minecraft, you can actually craft stuff in stacks also. But also, wait, isn't this how crafting work in most games? You can actually craft most stuff in stacks. Oh, and also, yeah, I also should even try to trade some stuff. Trade. What the fuck? But also just try to having some chance to unload the whole deal here. Oops. Nope. Like, wait, why? Why we can only trade 5 things at once? Zeta, you're not being so fair to me. You are not being fair, Dinkum. But hey, nice. And also finally I actually got this goddamn pot. Oh. So I think pretty much like after you craft a house, then pretty much like the next things you're gonna do is craft a campfire. And also, why a campfire? Though, then, yeah, just craft one, place one on the ground, and yeah, just see what's gonna happen. Like, yeah, look at the top left of your screen, and then you will see above. Then that's the benefit of crafting a campfire, for the lack of a better word to say that. Nice, and also, yeah, with the pot. No, I should also just try to decorate some stuff with it. But wait. Like, why do I actually just try to get some food with it also? And also, rye bread. No, I think that's the reason why. I also really need some rye as well. Yeah, potato salad. Wait, what recipe is this? A stew. I never even able to think of the same thing again. Yeah, I just want to cook. We really need to cook, just for the whole fun of it. So yeah, so if you're once you were starting out, then which world size are you playing on? Yeah, like small, medium, or large? So one thing I actually experienced with large world is that, yeah, every single night I can actually rack up like an ungodly amount of fallen stars. So that's the reason why I still have some surplus on hand. I still have the surplus amount on hand, so that's the reason why. I think that's just how surreal is gonna go. Nope. Oh, I mean, not. Oops, cat. Wait, the door? I think? Yeah, so, what have you built? Are you sure that... Are you sure that all the ground around... Are you sure that the ground around the door, around you, are of the same level? Like, I think you cannot even place a door on a place where, yeah, they're... On a place where, you know... Yeah, a half block or a wedge. Or something like that. You cannot even simply build on that kind of terrain. In order to build, I think like the terrain surrounding you must be flat. Or so it appears to be. And wow, why? Nice, I actually have got right, but why I cannot even just try to feel like why? How? I cannot even try to think of this. Wait, what? Wait, what's this? What's this dish? Wow! Nice! Another dish to be discovered. I simply cannot even try to expect that. Well, Booyah! Come on! I cannot just even try to express myself anything more, but in reality, I'm just as weird as a thing to go. Wait, what the fuck? Rye flour? Oh my, oh shit. I completely forgot that. Yeah, in order to make bread, that I actually have to ground these rye into flour first. And yeah, this surely actually try to take me a lot of some time. So yeah. So the rule of thumb is that you have to check the ground around you. If it's completely flat, then you can actually build on it. If it's not, then you cannot place anything whatsoever on it. Okay, let me show an example of that. Oh, and also, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, see these stone slabs as an example. Like, yeah, if you just... Yeah, so like for the first block in the list here, then you can actually build anything on that as well. But, yeah, for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, then you cannot even do shit with that. So, just even make sure that the block you're about to place the door on is not one of those type of blocks. Just do that. If I have to even give you instruction, then yeah, don't be afraid to experiment. Or just try to follow the instruction. Oh, and also, yeah, just place my stuff here. Place my stuff here, sort my own things, and also write container by name. Nice, good enough. And Wow! I'm just gonna make a batch of 5 to see how it's gonna go. Good enough! Yeah! Yay! 2 recipes at once! And also, yeah, as it's just like hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. I also got another pyramid achievement here. And also just try to sort things out again, and again, and again, and again. Until I seem to actually run out of stuff to do. And also dry fruits. Option sort. Right. My name. Good. Great. So is everything Gucci now? Get. But I don't even seem like getting the reason, like, why did I actually just try to have the whole shenanigans of well, one day I just try to tend to my own farm course, one day I tend to my own production line, and another day I just head to the caves. Well, man, even in the Stone Age, people's lives are getting so hectic that I cannot even try to comprehend. So yeah, if I even simply have ancestor dating back to the 2 caveman times looking down at me, then pretty much like they just gonna be as confused like how I just find busy in my own words. What the heck am I actually just trying to do it? And also, nice! Oh! Whoa! Hey, yeah! That's sponsored. Well, Christ, mate, that's really a bonzer opportunity. Like, I really actually time it right so that I can actually just try to get the whole deal out of, well, the blacksmith's tool deals. But I just try to, well, just try to aim it until like a good old Tuesdays, and also wait. Am I just even just try to make a whole subliminal connection of Tuesday being a productive day for me or something? And also, speaking of Tuesdays, well, good grievance! It's also a Tuesday here, it's also a Tuesday there. Yeah! Yeah, so are you winning? I mean, like, have you successfully placed a door now? Have you successfully got the door for your house now? The blocks? Wait. Yeah, so what? So which blocks? Do you mean that the blocks that you need to build a house on? Yeah, so it's like normally for me, then pretty much I place the blocks to make the walls and the frame of the house first, and then I'm gonna place the door. Like I always place the door as the last thing when I build the general shape of the house. I always do that, no exceptions. Well, if there are any exception, I would have remembered correctly. But since I don't even remember like if I actually placed the door first or not, then yeah. I'm gonna ignore that. Nice. Well, good enough. Well, since like most of the farm course have been complete for now, then pretty much like, yeah, let's get into the real thing. Let's get into the real thing and let's get the show start. But not until after I fill up the rest of the olas here. And oh damn it, with every single harvest, I just... Well... Yeah, if you actually want to just try to make slimes not a nuisance for you, then I think pretty much like that's... Would you actually just try to go and beg a more experienced player who have cleared master mode for an item that will make all slimes passive? Would you just even go out and ask around for that? Yeah, I don't even know, like, I don't even know the exact mechanics of trading among Terraria players, but I think it's technically possible. Yeah, so if trading is all completely possible, then yeah, just don't be shy. Yeah, just ask out some people, like, yeah, ask out people on whether they can actually trade stuff with you. Especially when you're struggling in early game and you actually need something to assist you with gameplay. But I think, yeah, the mileage all vary depending on player. Like, some players said that they cannot. No, I don't want to lend you high power items because that's cheating. But some just say, oh, no problem, just have my items, like, because you're struggling out. I don't want to see people struggling and then just stuck in early game. How? Yeah, it all depends on the player. So if you just even so happen to come across a nice player, then yeah, don't be hesitate to ask them out for trading for an item. And if I recall correctly, then the item that is required to make all slimes passive is called, yeah, Royal Jelly or something. And also, despite the name imply, it doesn't even have anything to do with. It doesn't even have anything to do with bees. It actually just dropped from. It is dropped from King Slime. Oh shit! I completely forget it. I completely forget one last move. Completely forget one thing. Wait, so she's inside her home all the time? Okay. Yeah, I still haven't even tried to figure out the schedule for most of the clan members for this. Or nice. Yeah, so now pretty much like, yeah, here we go. And just even, I apologies for actually letting you wait for this long. Let's even get into work. Oh, if you actually really want to remove something, then I think it depends on stuff. For most of the time, you can actually just try to destroy stuff with a pickaxe. But for trees, you have to use an axe for that. Yeah, there we go. So I think pretty much like at the beginning of the game, you're gonna have a pickaxe on hand already. So yeah, just use your tools, and that's the reason why this is really means something to me. And wait, what? I haven't even. Wait, so what's this? So what's this? Nice. Good. Nice. And there we go. Okay, GLYPTODONTS, show yourself. Well, yeah, for the first part, it looks like a garden, but yeah, this damn part, it's even completely not a garden at all. Like, yeah, you free. Can you just try to take better care of your garden? If you cannot, then I'm just gonna take it yourself. Well, done. That's not a challenge. It's easy as pie. It's easy as pie. Challenge 624, but not this one. And I'm gonna prove this up wrong immediately. Super immediately. And also, yeah, see how this is gonna go? Good. Nice. And also with this, I can actually just try to slash like six patches of 6 tiles in a row. And also, there you go. You see? That's easy. And now the only obstacle we on the left is that, well, yeah, obviously this blocked door. I'm just gonna eat something to discover my stamina first. I think pretty much like for the early game, I think that even with even the lowest tier pickaxe and axe, everything is possible. But yeah, just don't hesitate to take some trips down underground, and also, yeah, with some food and potions. Obviously, like, yeah, no trips complete without some good and potion. Wait, what? Wait, what? Finally, a new area! Nice! A new area for us to explore, but hey... Nice! My god? I cannot even simply take this. This is just way laborious for me. Why? Even the most viable way to escape is actually it's getting fucking back. Fire. By a whole damn bunches of rocks. Bye. But yeah, to be frank, I don't even think that even with a hammer in Terraria, then you would actually use it to remove something. But yeah, but at least hammers has a practical use of, yeah, you know, removing rocks. I mean, like removing walls. Wait, so is this room actually locked? Oh my god. Yeah, the further we're in the caves in this game, the trippier the music is gonna get. Yeah, just gotta grab your balloons here and trip along. Really. The further we go back in time, the more surreal things are gonna go. Wait, what? Silver? What the heck? I'm just gonna need a stronger tool for that. Oh wait, damn it. For now, the only strongest tire tool you're gonna have is, yeah, copper. Wait, so, anyway, this is not important. This doesn't even simply matter because even with an obsidian hammer, then we can actually simply just smash some stuff. And also, yeah, depending on game, then the notion of obsidian is gonna be different. Nice! So, yeah, have you achieved on removing something with a pickaxe or an axe yet? Or fall down trees with an axe? I think most of you know how to fall down trees with an axe. Nice! Oh, wait, what's this? What's this? Oh, nice! But I cannot even just try to, yeah, the more further we progress in the caves, then the more colorful the rocks are gonna be. I don't even know, like, is this simply the rule of mysticism or mysticalness in here in caves or something? Wait, what? Holy heck! Golden! I found literal golden. Wait, oh, yeah, so have a good time. Wait, and also, yeah, just what I said. I found a literal piece of gold while smashing a rock? Oh, okay, just one piece, but I think that pretty much like that's just gonna be enough to, well, you know, just try to solve most of my problem. And also, what problem I was just gonna say? I nearly even have any problem at all with that. What's important for me is that I just gonna take out the problems of someone else for granted, and also nice, good. Yeah, it's just like 7. It is 7. It's like 7 at 1 blow. Whoa, the 7 at 1 blow is just like a nice simile reckoning this. But how? How could that be? Nice. But at least I actually packed some food, so yeah, it's not gonna be a problem for me, at the very least. But hey, yeah. So baba ganoush is such an easy dish to make in this game. Like all it's gonna take is just one eggplant and one sesame. I mean, one pot of sesame or something you want to quantify all the ingredients in the game. Yeah, so easy to make and also yet, yeah, so easy to obtain. And also nice, and also I also really wish that I could actually try to get access to the bear totem right away. Oh, so is this a way? Oh, this. So the only thing obstructing it is just like this block path over here. Good. But even with all this, even with all these gold, I don't even simply know like what we should even do with it for now, except for yeah, jewelry. Nice. Oh my goodness. 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 Oh, way back. Nice. And also yet again, we meet you. We meet you again, Glip. Puzzling. So how puzzling is gonna be? You should actually just try to tell me more. And also just don't shut up about that. Because it doesn't even look puzzling to me at all. Nary something that actually look that puzzling to me. Oh shit. It's so still out of reach. Well, I guess that this is the case. It's blocking the whole path here. And so, man, I cannot even just try to have some nice thing on hand instead. Oh, yeah, there's another path right here. So, okay, but still, it's getting late here, so yeah, just go back. And thanks to the glyptodons, I no longer have to just like, well, you know, just try to trek all the way from the forest back to the land, just because they also install a whole tunnel passage, a whole tunnel system leading back to the land itself. And just even so convenient that the townsfolk, I mean like the clan member, don't even notice that I have turned myself into a glyptodon and then rolling myself back to the town or the land. Because even the concept of town and society as a whole, I mean like the whole concept of advanced society as a whole hasn't been invented in the Stone Age yet. So yeah, we should even try to appropriate ourselves with some stuff like this, some cheese like this. And nice. Just go to sleep at the right time. Wait, what? No, good grievance. Yeah, I completely forget that we also have a festival today. What? Oh my god! I want to use this for bed stuffing, but I'm sure you have better ideas. Oh my god, Ebon, like why? Why you actually? Why did that girl think that buckwheat could make bed stuffing? Okay, that's the reason why I don't even think like. That's the reason why most adults don't even trust kids with a lot of things on hand. Wow, nice! Yeah, and even if wild sunflowers actually don't even have this large flowers, then yeah, domesticated ones have big flowers. And also, well, I think this is pretty much like this is always the case with the process of domestication of many plants. If you just even want to so interested in that, then subsequent playthroughs and things like that, I also just need to demonstrate my knowledge on the domestication of each plant presented in the game when applied to real life, in a real life context, to be exact. Just because, like, yeah, because I'm a total nerd, why not? Nah, this is just as weird how things gonna go. Well, the advantage of having me like planning a lot of multi-harvest crops that, well, it's just gonna save me some money on buying on seeds, but the major downside is that it seems to be like, yeah, whenever these plants are ready to harvest, then yeah, it's just gonna be just like lugging myself around the field, watering every single plant possible, and that's kind of annoying. Wow, 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 yippee-yo, yippee-yays, ninja suck on these. I never just tried able to say that. There's someone just gonna get in report. Nice! Yeah, so both of my ibex are ready for milking, but... Man, like, why? Why am I actually just having some abysmal luck in this? Oh my god. It seems like, yeah, with this dense patch of grass, I even just try to figure out, like, well, just even tell, like, which from which. Every single ibex actually look kind of different from this, from the whole prospect of this has, well, and also this is the reason why, whenever I'm getting so busy with work, and I cannot even just try to comprehend the whole comprehend most stuff on my own sake. And, whoa! Yeah, just try to transfer all the stuff from left, and nice, but, well, there's nothing. There's nothing we can actually do about that. Nope. Let's try to click on this, and, oh, just sort it out. Or, nah, I would even prefer see these being sold instead. Just place my own stuff that I don't even need. Left can, oh, nope! No! Why am I actually being so forgetful? About myself? But hey! At least I actually have got all those wild buckwheat from Ebon, and I also just try to make it my mission to just try to, well, you know, and just try to ferment in all of these. Or... yeah, whatever you may actually think of this though. Still kind of early for the festival, and even like I'm afraid that pretty much like, with this amount of work, I may be as well another like the last person to join in the festival, which is something that is not pleasant at all. Nice, good enough. Well, okay. Jack, I have some errand for you. Yeah, definitely we should, but I could even simply guess like if I can actually dance with you at the at the competition day, then I would simply also take it. Wait, so we have nothing to do except from talking to the clan members on this day, and also what? What? No, I wasn't really just treated to do it. Wait, God, what are you saying? There's even a tracking competition. Well, I don't even know like what's the point of tracking within the clan society, but I simply don't even know that. Well, that's a story for another day, so yeah, but what's the focus? What's important is that I also just have to do something about, well, you know, just try to enjoy the sporting activities in today's tracking day instead. I mean, like, oh, competition day. I was just even so focused on what Cod say early or just now. Okay, focus. Nice. Yeah, this is just kind of like the darts game in Stardew, where you have to wait for like an object to land in the circle in the middle, And also, wait, did I actually mention something spoilery about mid to late game in that game? Oh, it doesn't even matter, but just in case, because I actually experienced one save file with that before, so yeah, it doesn't even simply hurt, except when the scope is said it's related to my own main save files I'm playing right now. Nice! Wait, I'm actually that good in this aiming game? Well, sure yes. Nice. Yeah? Oh shit! Nice! Wait! Oh, new decoration! Good. So, I don't even know like what should be the reward from this? Yeah. Maybe later. Wait! So can we only just try to get into the 1 year? So each year's reward is different? So each year's reward is different, or every year's reward is the same? Yeah, okay. I don't even know how I should just try to do it. Oh shit! I completely missed out that. Oh, what the heck? Why? Oh, why? I just even... Normal hit? Strong hit? Wow, this is pretty much like... This is better than the strength game in Stardew. But in the strength mini game in Stardew, this is just... Well, you know, just for you hitting on the platform. But in this game, you're actually just getting hit on something instead of that, like, yeah, use your actual strength to hit a block of wood. And in Stardew, this is just, you know, basically hit the whole thing on the block. Nice! Good! Nice! And also, yay! Yay! I actually get the gift for this. And wait. Can we fish here? Ma'am? Well, yeah, ma'am, there's no fishing competition. Sad. If only we can actually try to have a whole contest about riding. Yeah. Yeah, we surely also really should. And also, yeah, while all you Lillians are actually trying waiting, and also all I can actually simply do is that, well, just even play the game until we are totally prepared for the final spectacle of this whole thing. Wait, my initial focus on this is just Spelunking, but all the ways always end up like for me. I just try to participate in the festival just because I simply start this playthrough on a festival week. And man, just you see how much I actually backtrack from the whole original agenda. Oh shit. And also anything else. I should also just try to do it myself. Yeah! I simply doesn't even know how much I actually do some of the Jack's minigame. Nice! Nice! 5 times, 10 times out of 9 times out of 10. Oh shame, I never even able to do this. Complete 6 trying to set a new record, but man, I cannot even destroy it. I cannot even try to beat the person of my age. Well, hello, how can you actually get 15 points in the first place? Are you cheating? Oh my god. Man! This is just not fair! Yeah, Yeah, I really should actually try to take advantage of this. Yay! Oh my god. It just even seems like my record is just always like, yeah, around 5 or 6 rounds in the game of jacks. Or stone, or stones as this game actually calls, this game setting actually calls it. Okay, this is just basically like me. I sometimes can be kind of slow to just try to react to stuff around me as well. Yeah, while I actually master all the other stuff, the only thing I am still struggling with is the game of bones. Or jacks. Okay. This is just as weird as the thing's gonna go. Oh my god. Man. Now I guess that I just gotta try to play this game infinitely until I'm actually good at it. Yeah. Nice. It seems like I'm actually getting a hold of it as well. Yeah, 7 rounds, 8 rounds. Nice, 8 rounds. 9 rounds. Okay. 10 rounds. Oh, this is just a record for me. This is record fast for me. 11 rounds. Okay. Definitely something I actually even try to do. I'm getting better in this one. 12 rounds. Oh, 13 rounds. I just hope I don't lose. I don't lose. 13 rounds. 14 rounds. Oh, thank you. Thank God. Thank PACHA. I'm not even able to lose. And also, yeah. Even if I cannot even lose on the 13th round, I lose on the 14th round. Just behind Eloe. Nice. And also beating Ron, but still, I really check out on one of the worst players in this records. Oh, Palak. Hey! If you actually really enjoy the music of my clan, I'm pretty much like, just gonna wait until I actually invent rock and roll. But wait! If we actually invent rock and roll this early in this point of history, then pretty much like, yeah, stuff's gonna get crazy at this point onwards. And also my Lillians, now you still there with me. I don't even simply know like what crack is making here. Is this supposed to be a capybara or a rhino? But if he said that's rhino, then yeah, that should be it. And wait. And also meanwhile, I think I also just try to do the whole strength game again. Strong hit, nice. I think we must like also getting a hold of this as well. Perfect hit. Oh, good. Strong hit. I think also need to try to calculate the whole ratio of strong hit to perfect hits. Well, yeah, for every strong hit, I also get a perfect hit. Wait, I missed this one. Perfect hit! Nice! Strong hit. Strong hit. That pretty much like if I actually able to get into the first place of this year's leaderboard, how do you simply know like what I should even try to say for a woman like me? Do I actually really have some strength to my own self? Am I actually really credible to just try to get into a whole tomboy rap style here? And, well, it seems simply so nice and so strange that I seem also able to get the whole things off. Well, yeah, just even wait until I actually get like, yeah, you know, 20 points in this game, and then pretty much like, you cannot even call yourself a man if you don't even get a high score in every game possible. But well, this is always just trying to take like a whole real deal of experimentation. Nice. But I just simply wish that this game actually have something else more. If we actually land at the very center of the circle, like the green circle or green or yellow circle in the center of the canvas here. Yeah, it's just even kind of like darts, like if you land straight in the center then you actually get the most points or something else like that. Oh my god. But at least I actually have some good rewards on here. Wait, so why are you dancing? Why are you dancing, Zeta? Why are you dancing? Well, it's a party, so you just simply vibing to yourself, isn't it? There's even no need to hate because you actually have some excuse to, you know. I simply should have guessed. Oh, and so what's the deal? What's the deal with the main spectacle here? Yeah. So it's a team sport. So yeah, I also really should try to answer this one. So well, yeah. So what do you actually want to decide here? So what do you want to decide here? Should I actually just go with Mana's team or my hubby's team? Well, if I cannot choose, then pretty much I also just try to have to do something else here. Nope! Yeah, since he's my dear hobby, I cannot actually do something cruel to that! Yeah! Definitely! If you actually cannot even make a choice for me, then I'm just gonna think of a whole wide of options there are. Every single time there's a competitive sport that pretty much like my hobby is always in it. And 8 times out of 10, 10 times out of 12, now I'm just gonna choose my hobby over everyone else. Go. Well, wait, she moves so fast? Okay. Maybe that's just weird stuff. Kind of weird. Like, I cannot even try to believe like why some oldies can actually have to be super fast and stuff as well. Yeah. Oh, hey, radio. You're back. Well, yeah. So yeah, for this day, just even this day in the game is just, well, you know, a festival. So I'm just gonna spend all my day doing the festival stuff. And by far, I have been doing kind of good so far. So well, yeah. So we have the game of bones or jacks or whatever you actually call it. Like, yeah. The basic of this game is that you actually have to throw a stone up the air, and then you while the stone's up the air, and you have to, well, gather all the smaller stones back into your hand and then catch the stone in our hand. Yeah, in contemporary culture, this is called jacks or knuckle bones. But what it actually calls depends on culture and setting or even period in history. I don't even know. That's the reason why culture actually has some good stuff into it as well. Cultural research. Good thing. That's the reason why. Yeah, folklorists chose to live near vampires as well. And wait, what did I mean with that? Well, it's even something related to my lore. So yeah, maybe better. It's a better thing to say this in our story. Well, yeah. Those two are just trying to engaging in a self-initiated fishing contest, even though their option isn't even any. And also, wow. So, would you actually just try to play this whole primitive version of darts? Good. 1 down. Yeah, usually at this point. Then whenever it comes to like competitive games in this festival, then I always get into like around 10 points or so, then I lose. Even though if I actually get like 20 points each in each game, then pretty much like I should brag myself about that. And so, have you actually ever been in a competitive event before? Nice! Nice! Competitive event. I mean, competitive event. Like, for example, like, you actually participate in an event where you have a leaderboard and stuff, and you also have to do something to earn points, and okay. My goodness. Yeah. Kind of like sports, but also just be like some simple games that you also have a leaderboard and you pit yourself against other players as well. Kind of like, well, if the way you actually try to think about it, then you would just, well, yeah, just look at, yeah. Oh, I'm also kind of competitive the way I'd actually say about that, but hey, just look at how she's go. Just look at how she's go. I mean, Zeta. Yeah, the white hair lady over here. Yeah, let's look how she go. Oh my goodness. This is just looks so cute. This is just looks so cute. Now I wish I could actually groove as well in this time of need. But well, hey, yeah, if you really want to come some competition, then well, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Now I also really need to try to participate in the festival as well. Okay. I just gonna need to, well, a game of tug of war. I just gotta pull the other sides and then just have them eat dirt cheap like Haru Urara down there. Yeah, just make the other team looks like they're just like the Stone Age version of Haru Urara. They would never even win ever single competition. Just by the whole Deus Ex Machina out there. If I just gonna win and I just gonna celebrate. And celebrate with what? Pretty much like, yeah, a song is like what I need to celebrate my own stuff. Here. Go! Oh! So, well, good job. You already have a house, so would you also mind to just try to fight some monsters with a weapon? Yeah, just try to gain some loot and stuff. Some monsters actually drop some materials you can actually use in crafting. And yeah, as with every single other sandbox games, then yeah, that's always the case. You always really have to just try to mess around and try and find out if you really want some stuff to be done here. Nice! Yeah. So in the morning it's always slimes, but in the night it's usually zombies or demon eyes or the eaters of soul. Oh, but wait, yeah, depending on what evil biome you're having, then you might face different stuff. So yeah, so which evil biome are you choosing? Nice! Oh my goodness! I win! Okay, eat dirt, or eat dirt with a lot of stones in your mouth. Well, default. Is that a randomizer option? Nice! Oh! You're patting me for the celebration. I mean, like, for celebrating me to win in the first place. Yeah, I definitely know that you always want to do this whenever I do something great. Well, so yeah, if you were to like joining a multiplayer server or whatever on Terraria or Minecraft, then would you actually be competitive or not? I deserve all the head pats, and also I deserve all the kudos I have for whatever I'm trying to do to just try to make me feel great. Or something about that. Yeah, and also there we go. That also should actually really just try to say something about it. Oh, and also speaking of which, yeah, just even for me to celebrate some stuff. I also really have to just try to celebrate myself with a song instead. Yeah, I think like this also depends on some individuals' taste. But in general, I also prefer to just try to have some competition because, well, obviously, why not? Well, okay, so are you ready for a song? Yeah. Well, damn, of course. Well, freaking right I am. I'm just even getting so competitive to the point that I cannot even just, well, you know, handling all my stuff. But if I actually being real competitive, then yeah, I just gonna choose a song as the best way to just celebrate me winning. But wait, which song? I don't even seem to understand. Oh well, I think pretty much I can also just really try to push my own limits with some stuff as that. Or maybe I should even just try to do some of the most unexpected stuff ever. And so this also brings us to here. Oh, and so yeah, you know what it is. Okay, just try to hop on a laser shooting dinosaur this time. Well, it's kind of anachronistic, but I guess it's gonna work. Here I come, drop a draw to the floor. I'm gonna riding on my razor shooting dinosaur. Here we come, let you hear me roar. Wow, wow, wow. Here I come, drop my draw to the floor. I'm riding on my laser dinosaur. Here we come, and you hear him roar. Wow, wow. Here in the middle of come on a laser missile. The sound is boom boom and every time a goblin dies. So let's here we go. Hear my battle cries. Wow, wow, no. This is actually the closest to cosplay K and Kira Kira K we are having here in the whole sphere of metal in general. A monster from D-Nation time, developed in Tokyo. A bastard of beast and war machine, neutralizing every foe. Equipped with 4-bolt blaster gun, making dragons fall from skies. Striking the evils in the dark, with a knife consumed divine. Dino! Yeah, I don't even know like what genre is this. Dino! Dino! Here I come, drop your jaws to the floor. I'm riding on my mighty laser shooting dinosaur. Here we come, can you hear him roar? Wow! Wow! Prepare for an epic fight and this laser missile. The sound is boom 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 for every time a goblin dies. And say now here we go, hear my battle cries. Wow! Wow! Made of metal from the moon, assembled by samurai. His battery got just thunderstorm with the most advanced AI. Devouring trolls and unicorn, from his mouth there comes a flame, burning away our enemies, and therefore we proclaim Dino! 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 Okay, I wish that there's some audience participation in this. Especially if I actually do a live performance with you on hand. Here I come, drop your jaws to the floor. I'm riding on my little laser shooting dinosaur. Here we come, can you hear them roar? Wow! Wow! Prepare for an epic fight and this laser missile. The sound is boom 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 for every time a goblin dies. Let's sing now, here we go. Then our battle cries. Wow! Wow! Oh! I think technically that's metal, but yeah, since it actually has a lot of electronic music elements, and I don't even know like what this actually should fit. So yeah, I also need to express this in terms of visual K. Like for example, yeah, this sounds like cosplay K and here K as once. And wait, so don't even ask me about that. Only the realists can actually just try to get access to this whole forbidden knowledge of mine. One, two, three. Here I come, drop you just to the floor. I'm riding on my mighty laser shooting dinosaur. Here we come, can you hear them roar? Wow, wow. Prepare for an epic fight and this laser missile. The sound is boom 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 on every time a goblin dies. Let's sing now, here we go. Hear my battle cries. Wow, wow. No. Yeah, I think pretty much like, yeah, so there's pretty much like there's a common running gag among metalheads is that, yeah, if a band is signed to Napalm Records, then they are likely to have some weird gimmick going on. Like for example, Powerwolf have this, you know, yeah, Catholic vampire and werewolf gimmick, and then there comes this band. It's just simply cosplay K viewed under a Western lens. Yeah, so the moment you actually want to get some good stuff in metal, then yeah, just gonna pick any Napalm record band or artist, then boom, you maybe have like one of the cheesiest metal bands in existence, or well, one of the best stuff you have ever heard before. Oh God, it's an astronaut was signed to God is an astronaut was signed to Napalm. Well, yeah, so which genre was it? Oh, which genre was the band, I must say? Oh, completely forgot about this one either. And also, oh, crank this down. Yeah, post-rock. Post-rock, it's just merely post-rock or post-hardcore. Or post-rock, post-punk, anything. I think like I only know like post-hardcore and hardcore as the stuff that have post prefix before that I know. Yeah, post-rock. Yeah. So if you actually like post-rock, what about progressive rock? Yeah, progressive rock and also math rock as well. Like, you know, I don't even know like what math rock exactly sound like, but yeah, via the word of Professor Wikipedia, then yeah, math rock is just like, it's just used like unconventional song structure and time signatures, and that's the reason why, well, that's intellectual as heck, I guess. I haven't. So yeah, which genre are they? Yeah, apart from all of these, I feel like I also sometimes, well, actually it's time for me to make a confession. Oh, yeah, just met some prog. Just even some not to actually know some prog in the list, but also cannot even tell if any of the artists that I have on my Spotify like songs list is prog or not. Yeah, that's. Yeah, it's the moment you know that the singer or any member of the band have like a million projects, and I think that, yeah, it's easy to tell like if whenever they pop up anywhere, then they would actually have a distinctive sound on their own. Maybe that actually start from their main band and then spread to every other project they're involved in. Yeah, and also I also spent quite a lot of time as of late listening to the Swedish band Ghost. Well, I know that it's sad that they recently entered a hiatus, but hey, at least they have a solid discography to let behind before we can actually get new stuff once the frontman gets some more inspiration, and also basically deal out with all the stuff that he has personally. Then some people just say that, yeah, some people just say that Ghost is just basically like a stoner or psychedelic rock, just repackaged under a cult lens. Wait, who? Is it Beto? I know that pretty much. I don't even know like what Beto exactly likes, but he actually listened to Voltaire at least. He actually sing to Voltaire at least like twice, or as much as long as I know about that. Yeah, I think like he has like 2 Voltaire covers by far, or maybe 3 if he actually make a cover last Halloween. So just even tell me. Oh, not Beto. So who? Yeah, just who? Just even tell me who. Who's in? Which indie actually likes like Ghost? Koi fish. Nice. And also, yeah, what a nice move that she actually just tried to use it to hide the pejorative term that we have been reclaimed. Oh, and also with. So, have you actually seen her performing Ghost once, at least once, in karaoke or not, or even a single stream of her doing anything? Nice. What? Oh my god, just like me! And so I just even hum like an assortment of random songs while I play something. I know that this is not common for me nowadays, but yeah, there were times that I actually did that. Oh. So which Ghost melody have you heard her singing? Most of the time there was. Now you ready is there. Na 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 na. Well, now I can actually only able to just try to remember the melody of Square Hammer off my head. Well, okay. So pretty much like, yeah, for most new Ghost fans, then I think pretty much they only know of Mary on a Cross or Year Zero or I think like only those 2 songs because those songs have been mean to hell and back. And also speaking of Year Zero, I was planning to sing that on every March 19 just because of personal reason. Well, nice. I also have Mary on a Cross on my personal playlist as well, but yeah, only God knows that when I will actually just try to do this with my own stuff, or so it seems like that. But to be fair, like I don't even guess the point. Like why do actually the context of Year Zero in memes actually? I just even feel like, well, it doesn't even make much sense to actually pair Year Zero with ugly image of pets or something. This is just as absurd in how things gonna go. Could it be better if Year Zero is juxtaposed next to something like, well, you know, the hardest boss fight in the video game? I think that's a better context to play that song in. Also, yeah, with the Spelunking trips going on, I think pretty much like at this point I also need to invest in a in a cup in the bronze hammer. Oh, nice! So which bands do they like? I think that's also fine. Like, did he also say that why he don't like ghosts anymore? Did he also say the reason? Yeah, maybe it's a personal thing. So yeah, I also think that we also should not be snooping on everyone's lives. Oh, so you're that forgetful like me as well. Okay, we besties. I sometimes forgetful, you're sometimes forgetful, so that's the reason why I just being able to earn whatever your respect I'm gonna have. It's a day of a dead and you don't wanna say, oh, whoa. You don't even know it was a day of a dead and you just gonna lose my head, oh, whoa. Way down in Mexico. I just gonna have that filter something back every now and then, just because of the sheer funny of the English version. But I don't even know, like, that's the English version. So apparently that song also has a Spanish version, but I haven't even heard it. So yeah, the English and Spanish version of that song actually mirror each other in terms of lyric content and also structure as well. And also fun fact. The English version for Day of the Dead by Aurelio Voltaire actually have, like, most of the songs is in English except for Spanish verse. Yeah. I think pretty much like whenever. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah, I think like this is not enough getting diarrhea in regions that in other regions, actually, from eating stuff in other regions. I think that this is pretty much like this is not a unique thing to Mexico itself. If I recall correctly, then I also heard that this kind of thing also happened in whenever someone's visiting India or Indonesia as well. Yeah, hence the term Delhi belly or Bali belly. But in either case, these are just synonyms to each other. Well, I just even appreciate my use of Aussie English in this case, because yeah, these terms origins from Australian English. Yeah, it all depends. I don't even know why. Like, there are some microbes that the immunity system of some of the native population there can handle, but not others. And also, yeah, definitely. But for some reason, my manager don't even seem to like it, because it seems to actually don't even know the goddamn reason for this. For the love of Pete, I simply don't even need to tell about the reason why she don't even like it. Or maybe, yeah, I think she's have a love-hate relationship with her own nationality and identity. Yeah, but also just take a warning, because my manager said that yeah, her lecturer just tried Vietnamese food once and then he also got diarrhea. Yeah, damn, it's kind of weird, because every time foreigner try to taste food from somewhere else, then either they might actually get there's a chance they get diarrhea from that food. It depends, because it simply all depends on whether she's just gonna really need it or not. Just, or maybe just wait for art. And also, speaking of art, well, yeah, there's an art fun fact that I want to share with you. So, wanna hear? Yeah. And so it just even so happens, like, well, fun fact is that there are two characters in Toho who host designs, or I mean, like, there are two characters in Toho host designs who okay, what did I mean to say? So basically, in Toho, there were two characters have this kind of design. Like their design was said to be inspired by one particular painting by Frida Kahlo. Yeah, I'm not making that up. That really is the case. And the painting they were based on, yeah, the two Fridas. It's one of her lesser known paintings. I mean, I don't even know what extent is, or to what extent is lesser known in terms of her artworks, but yeah, I think that not many people actually heard of that painting before. At least like overseas, compared to you guys there. So some two Toho characters are apparently inspired by an artwork by Frida Kahlo. And also, yeah, their color palette is so similar to, yeah. But you do really know something about Frida's art as well. Oh, if you're not gonna Google that, then also I just give them their entry as well. If you're not gonna Google, then I also give you the entry as well, if you so wish. Ah, a La Casa Azul. Nice. Okay, wait for me a minute. Wait for me a minute. Yeah, so... hope you're gonna like it. I mean, I hope that now you know about that. And since I got stripes, then I have a right to just try to brag about whatever knowledge I'm gonna have about Toho, or maybe just introduce you to some freeware fan games if you really want to. Well, would you? Nice. Oh, a rainy day. It's rainy day! That's also mean that I don't have to just try to tend to my crops for the day, but also at the same time, damn it, I also have to fill my animals feeding trout instead. Yeah. Definitely. I also, if I recall correctly, that like she was involved in an affair with Leon Trotsky, and also that's the reason why. Yeah, some people say that she's controversial just because of that relationship, or am I being mistaken about that? But for what I know, then yeah, no cap, she was involved in that kind of affair. Oh, so yeah, so it was because of skill, right? Yeah, I think I can actually just try to see that. Sometimes people just try to say like, oh, okay. I mean, like, whenever there's an artist couple, then some people just say that one half of the couple sucks because they might actually rely on the other for fame or something. Yeah, definitely. Some people just like, just even let me give you an example. Like, just even give me I was gonna give you an example. Like, my manager said that the people in the region just gonna shit on her art. I mean, like, just gonna hate on her gothic anime art so much just because, well, you know, there's a stereotype regarding goths or gothic art across all the ages is that, well, you know, You know what the stereotypes of gods being satanic, being satanist, or depressed, right? Yeah, well, that's exactly what many people in the region actually think about that kind of style as a whole. Oh, so if I recall correctly, then yeah, at the point of Diego's death, he was married to someone who used to like market or market his art, or someone. I don't even think that I would be mad unless like unless like that affair actually just caused a huge stir among like fans of these artists. Like, you know, yeah, whenever there's an artist couple and then where one artist have an affair, then it might actually cause a stir between each of their fandoms. Your husband died and he's keeping pair with his ex. Yeah, I bet that the fandom, yeah, the most loyal of fans just gonna hate on that. Definitely. and I also simply just try to and this is also eerily reminds me of how many times I actually try to cheat in Stardew. Like, for example, I just gonna fantasize on how many people I'm gonna romance. Yeah. How many people I'm gonna romance and break the hearts of whenever I chose to marry the person I'm not gonna intend to romance. Or maybe I just gonna go screw it and then I just install a polyamory mod to marry them all. That's what I actually think of. Just as a polyamorous mod or something. Yeah, that's what exactly I mean. Especially when it comes to Stardew. But the downside of adding polyamory mod to Stardew is that, well, you know, there are still some bugs that need to be fixed. I haven't even heard of Persona. But so what's the deal with that? Oh golly. There seems to be no copper counterpart to the hammer. You can romance everyone, but wait, what the heck? Okay, this is definitely like a step further from Stardew's 10 hard events. I mean, like, yeah, so in Stardew there's a thing like, well, if you romance everyone, I mean, like every single romance candidates of the same gender as you, and then yeah, if you date like all 6 bachelors or all 6 bachelorettes, then entering specific places, we're gonna have to chew you out for for doing that. And after that, they are not just gonna. After that, they're just not gonna accept your accept your words or accept your gifts like for around a week. But apparently, I heard that if you actually bring along with you a rabbit's foot, then pretty much like, it's just gonna negate them. It's just gonna negate the whole aspect of them gang chewing you out for dating all of them at once. Or if I want to say it accurately, chewing you out for being a Don Juan. Carrying. Yeah, definitely. Some people might say that the rabbit's foot in that game doesn't even have any purpose at all except for being a universally loved gift item. Except for one person. But yeah, little they know that the rabbit's foot also have a hidden effect as well, which is as beneficial as anything else. So, what do you think? Wait, what? I don't even simply know. This is pretty much like the logic of a fantasy world, so I don't even know like how the heck an Arrows Conlesh can be invented. How can arrows college be invented in the Stone Age? Or at least the Neolithic. So, yeah, basically the Stone Age is divided for like Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic. So, based on the game's theme on agriculture, then I guess that the game is set in the Neolithic period. Yeah! And so, fun fact! Yeah, farming is really invented by the end of the Neolithic. Ah! Is this universal? Is this universal among like all variants of Spanish or not? Or just unique to like, you know, Latin American Spanish, like, you know, Argentine Spanish, Cuban Spanish, or Mexican Spanish? Like, in some, like, yeah, in some, yeah, some words can be said with an E pronounced like E. Everywhere. Oh! Arroz con leche. Is that so? I completely forgot. Yeah, linguistic is surely is interesting. Like, otherwise the E is not sound in other Romance language, like you, for example, French. But in Spanish, you say them out loud. Yeah. That's the reason why I just gonna use my nerd knowledge to my own advantage. And wait, oh my god, I simply completely forget like what am I actually doing? What am I doing here? Cute nerd, cute bookworm, or cute whatever. I just even simply don't care about that. But what matters the most for me is that I definitely can actually get my own point here. Nice! Oh! So you're simply approaching me. And also, yeah, have fun! I just have a nice thing. Have fun! And also at the same time, I'm just gonna keep doing my shenanigans. After I'm done with my own shenanigans, I definitely also just try to do my own stuff here. You all can bite me. Wait, what's up, Doc? I simply don't even know. And also, well, damn, I simply actually waste like, yeah, half of the day to just, well, just fritting around and just goofing around and figure out like, how the heck can I progress in the mines? I mean, like, progress in the caves for now. Man, this is just so surreal how things are gonna go like this. And nice! Oh. And so then, this is just as weird how things gonna go. Like, why? Am I just gonna subjugate myself to, you know, a puzzle with almost nowhere to just right go? And also, oh! Yeah! De nada. No need to fret because I'm just about to end soon anyway. Yeah, definitely surely things are gonna be like that. And yeah, just smash them. Just smash them, skin them, whatever. And also, KK, definitely. You just even try to think about whatever best fits you, okay? Okay, kudos. Just kudos to whatever actions I actually try doing as well. Ah, yeah, she still is, so I think that pretty much she will be busy for like another week before, yeah, that's when like when her semester or her year ends. But I don't even know like how many semesters she's gonna have in a single college school year. If it's gonna be 3 semesters, then pretty much she's gonna be cooked. And technically, while she's a freshman, then how the colleges label her level is pretty much like, it's kind of confusing. Like, how the frick can be a year 0 in? How the frick can there be a year 0 even though technically she's the newest student of the bunch, so she should be a freshman. And by the time she actually gets into the actual freshman year in her college, then she would technically be a sophomore instead. So if once she actually gets into the whole ranks of a senior, then I don't even know what should I even call for that. Because I think like the way that most of the Western society label years in college, then we actually got freshman for first year, sophomore for second year, junior for third year, and senior for fourth year. And I don't even simply know like what should we call a fifth year, if it even have one. And she just even simply hoped that by the time of her actual freshman or sophomore years, then she might actually be introduced to whatever she is in the forte of. She's getting so fed up by doing all the work in analog, even though, yeah, while some people just try to have stigma against digital art because of AI, but to be fair, she did all her art by hand. Are they stupid? But why the freak do they actually conflate almost every digital art with AI art? Oh my god! Oh. Hey Don. What's up? Okay. Vines? Vines? Oh, water? Can I really do this? Nice! Oh, a bridge! Oh, a bridge! Yeah, some people just try to demonize AI for anything. Like, they just try to blame all digital art as AI art, even though evidently there are some artists who still actually draw digital art by their own hand. That's the reason why, yeah, my manager is so vehemently anti-AI. Not just because her art is getting hate upon in her homeland. It's because that people just think that if she do digital art, then she's just gonna be replaced by AI. That's the reason why. She just feels the resentful toward it. Like, yeah, I think like pretty much people have to wise up. If they can see a person doing digital art by their own hands, then just take that for granted. And she swears she don't even do any of her art with AI. And by far the only thing that she used AI for is that she just only treated it as a chatbot and nothing else. Oh my god. Wait, why? Oh my lord. It seems like we need a stronger tool for this. And so what does this thing? Is it 10? If it's 10, then we actually we're in trouble. Yeah, definitely. Like if a company finding out that you were if some employers found out that you were using AI for coding, then they're just gonna laugh. They're just gonna laugh you off, calling you like a bozo or a poser or something. Because, well, even in coding, while you actually can still technically use AI for coding, then there's always some pitfall for getting AI coding. So that's the reason why people are now more valuing like they should code by hand instead. Oh, so in which aspect? I mean, if they actually ask you to use AI on your work, then which aspect is that? But nah, except for artists. Have you even just tried to see many artists saying that AI is a bane to their assistant, especially like artists who are known for subcultural art style like goth or punk or yami kawaii, GLYK, whatever. Oh, so yeah, I think that's an issue with big companies, and that's the reason why many subcultural members like my manager and me prefer to work independently. Yeah, just the corporate greed is just making people kind of stupid. The way I actually try to phrase it lightly. And stupid is just like, I say it in the most neutral terms. If I actually can be able to use harsher terms, then I'm not gonna go soft on that. And while there's some, and technically there's still some hope, as there's still like major companies who actually have a more moral stance on stuff like this. But finding this is just kind of like finding a needle among a stack of needles hidden within a haystack. And yeah, one specific needle among a bunch of needles hidden within a haystack. That's how actually I truly view it. And also, yeah, I think that's pretty much like with many jobs right now, it's not possible to use AI and always have been. Personally, I also think that, especially in art, we cannot even use that in art because, well, you know, there's a lot of issues regarding copyright and stuff. So that's the reason why I also put myself off, even though, yeah, even if my manager is supportive of clauses like, you know, open source. She's supportive of open source project, but in terms of art, she cannot even stand against art plagiarism. Well, she means that if we actually just take mere inspiration from art, and most of our art are original, then she would really appreciate that. But if it goes straight to like to blatant plagiarism territory, then she's just not gonna take it lightly. Yeah, definitely. I actually definitely know about the risk, but for most of the time, open source can be actually beneficial in some case. And also, I think like pretty much like whenever in regards to open source, and I also guess like, yeah, someone should have actually just tried to think of a clause in open source software that they should not abuse the whole code of the project for malicious purpose. I think whoever just even try to make that a whole rule or a whole clause in open source license, then they should be a total genius. Yeah, that's the reason why there are terms of use. Some people don't even like the whole idea of their brainchild being used for malicious purpose. So yeah, boom, there's the term of use. Open source projects also need to do the same, especially like more permissive one like the MIT or GPL license. Good grievance. That also, yeah, just a nice thing, and also nice. Like how we can actually try to imagine this thing happening in the first place, and also, yeah, kind of like the last activity I have to do for the day is just, oh, you know, just try to scope on pyramid achievement. Oh my god! Oh my god! I accidentally destroy a piece of my pathway. Damn it! Okay, have fun. And also, I also have no regrets because, well, you know, the stream's about to end. So yeah, you just wanna go your way while I'm trying to do the last activity of this session. Yeah, okay, de nada. While it's still technically not the end for me, it's almost the end for me because I have one last activity to do before I log off. Nice! Okay, de nada! Muchas gracias. Well, just you don't mind my accent. I sometimes might... Definitely, I don't speak Spanish, so okay? That definitely should actually explain it. Nice! And there we go! Oh, new accessory! And also at the same time, I also just try to need to, well, you know. Yes. So the most necessary thing is that I also just try to need to just, well, yeah, I just try to change my own looks here with the new clothing item I have. Yeah, just boots and just a pair of cloth boots. Just a pair of clothes as boots. Patchwork, hot rock, we're all nice. Can I actually just try to change the color of it? Or no, I cannot change the color for that. But hey, at least I actually look better. I mean, at least I look kinda better with that outfit. Yeah, and also the next to last thing is that I also have to just try to sort out my inventory for now. Transfer from the left. Oh, good enough. And also, yeah, deal with this she here. Let me deal with all of the poop I have from cleaning my animal sheds. And yeah, that's all. Yeah, save, and there, voila, we have it. And that's simply so freaking nice. And okay, definitely. Wow, what a trip we're gonna have in here. What a trip. And okay, turn on the light again. There we go. And also, yeah, since we haven't even tried to progress that much in the case for now, maybe next time, we just gonna conquer the rest. And also, yeah, toodles! Toodles! Hurrah!